What you are looking at is a so-called lava tornado which occurred yesterday during an eruptive episode of Hawaii's Kilauea Volcano. While not a true tornado, multiple of these rotating air columns were observed during what marked Kilauea's 47th episode of sustained tall lava fountaining on May 14, 2026. This eruptive episode involved a 9-hour period of sustained tall lava fountains, which at their peak reached heights of 200 meters or 656 feet. Despite the volume of hot material aiding in the generation of an up to 20,000 foot or 6,096 meter high eruption plume, only minimal tephra fragments fell on overlooks that viewed the eruption site, meaning many people were able to view it without being evacuated like during a minority of prior eruptive episodes. For reference, I am referring to a scientifically interesting eruption of the Kilauea Shield volcano, the most active on the Big Island of Hawaii, which has involved up to 4 separate vents completely confined within its summit caldera. This is away from structures which in my opinion are not at risk of lava flow inundation. Unlike most prior eruptions which have involved days, weeks, or months to years of continuous activity, Kilauea's eruption since December 23rd of 2024 has been undergoing a different pattern, specifically cyclical activity. The cyclical activity shown in this chart has occurred 47 times in the approximately 17 months since, always ending in hours-long periods of sustained tall lava fountaining. This has created somewhat predictable bursts of the most spectacular and tall lava fountains any part of Hawaii has experienced since 1969, and never in historical record has Kilauea produced so many eruptive episodes in a row. Most of these episodes have occurred from one or both of two vents known as the North Vent and South Vent, and while typically both end up erupting lava fountains during Kilauea's recent episodes, for some reason only the North Vent has produced lava fountaining since episode 43. This is a bit unusual considering that in the lead-up to episode 47's onset at 3:27 p.m. local time on May 14th, it was the South Vent that overflowed and produced small lava flows a total of 75 times in the preceding days. I personally suspect that some form of unusual underlying plumbing geometry is causing only one or the other to produce the dominant lava fusion for a time. Now yes, I did say the eruptive episode started at 3:27 p.m, so why am I then showing footage clearly displaying sustained albeit weaker lava fountaining from the North Vent in a time span of up to 29 minutes beforehand? Simple. Per the U.S. Geological Survey, these neat domed lava fountains did not actually mark the start of sustained lava fountaining. Instead, only when the nature and rate of lava fusion changed did episode 47's sustained tall lava fountaining truly commence. Somewhat following a bell curve, after the onset, lava fountain heights and rates of lava fusion rapidly increased, and by 35 minutes later, lava fountains from the North Vent reached heights of 200 feet. 15 minutes later, they grew to 300 feet, and then it only took another 25 minutes to reach 500 feet in height. A series of lava tornadoes, a type of whirlwind much like a dust devil and thus not an actual tornado, were then generated that pulled falling lava fragments with them. These did not last long, but repeatedly roamed within the southwest of Kilauea's semicaldera due to the intense heat of the freshly erupted lava. Peak lava fountain heights were later reached at around 5:20 p.m., specifically with sustained heights of 200 meters or 656 feet. After that, the rate of lava fusion and lava fountain heights both progressively decreased until the eruption ceased altogether at 12:27 a.m. on May 15, 2026. In total, 5.2 million cubic meters of lava erupted in a 9-hour time span, and with the exception of the average lava fusion rate, episode 47 was a below-average intensity eruptive episode. Much of this can probably be attributed to the unusually small amount of time between episode 46 and episode 47, which also continued the downward trend marking the amount of time between eruptions since episode 43. While it truly is still too early to estimate when episode 48 might begin at Kilauea if it does end up occurring, but I'd regardless guess sometime between May 24th, 2026 and June 17th, 2026. As a final note, I would like to thank this channel's patrons on Patreon and channel members on YouTube for supporting my work.